Today, I'm going to try and embark on the ultimate hypermiling adventure. 900 miles to Albuquerque in New Mexico to go for some chicken at Gustavo Springs Chicken Shop. However, we'll be going via El Paso. El Paso is a town on the Mexican-USA border. We'll find a great Mexican lunch. I want to push this old BMW to the limit and see just how economical it can be. But we do have on our side the fact that this is a 4-cylinder 2-litre diesel. But we do have against us the fact that I'm carrying a ridiculous amount of weight, as you can see by how low the car is. I've got tools, my own clothing, spare parts, everything that I'm going to need to get this car to Alaska by the end of the summer. Who knows? Let's see. Let's see if this old BMW can make it 900 miles on one tank of diesel. And yes, the steering wheel is on the wrong side. Or the right side, depends who you ask. Okay, so let's get some fuel. It started raining, it's pretty miserable actually. This is the last time we'll be refueling before Albuquerque. Here we're only crossing one state into Mexico, but if we were doing this in Europe, that'd be like driving London to Prague or London to Barcelona in Spain. So it's quite far. It's gonna put the ignition on. That way, the fuel pump will turn on and maybe we can fit a bit more. That is very full. Okay. The engine is running. Reset the trips. Air conditioning is off. Let's get to El Paso. Got onto the motorway now and we are sat in the right lane doing 55 miles an hour. The sat-nav is currently telling us we'll arrive in El Paso at 16:07, but that's going on my average speed, and today we are going far below my average speed normally. The true size of America is just insane. I'm on this motorway for 289 miles. You know, 290 miles before I need to take an exit. That gets you what? London to near Paris. It's crazy. We're 100 miles in, just passed through the town of Cisco, and I know I'm going slow because even a caravan overtook me. How embarrassing is that? The fuel needle has finally started to move. Driving around here feels like how I imagine West Texas, and you've got a lot of oil refineries and them little pumpy things. I think they're called oil derricks. Never seen them before. We are now constantly climbing because I didn't realize that where we started, Fort Worth, is actually really low down and El Paso is actually really high up. So we're going to be taking a quick diversion before we get to El Paso. But just look at this. This is sort of exactly how I imagine West Texas. This is a real desert. This is like Wild West, John Wayne style. This is really quite cool, to be honest. Still haven't got the air conditioning on. It's warm, but I'm coping. We're gonna take this next random exit off the motorway because we're this close, I feel like it makes sense to go and see Donald Trump's wall. We're 3 miles away from the USA-Mexico border. If I break down, I'll get stuck. I wouldn't know what to do. Around this next right-hand corner, everybody, is something that a man worked so hard to build. The wall! But it's not finished! What the f— So there we have it. The wall. I've driven round it. Are we in Mexico? I don't know, but it goes on that way, but I don't know. This is really cool, actually. I never thought I'd have a reason to come here. Well, I still don't. I don't know why I'm here. This is Mexico. So this section of the border is split by a river. I'm gonna get as close as I sort of can. But I'd expect something down here. I'm most scared of snakes and border officials, honestly. Here it is. I expected more. It's crazy that many years ago they built a line that chose this stream. This ain't a river. And I can safely say that is the only British car that's ever been here. That I am confident. Maybe even the only diesel BMW that has ever driven down here. So we made it. We are in El Paso, which is fantastic. That was a very long drive. We've done what? Over 500 miles easily. Doing really good on fuel. I am so impressed with this car. So I'm interested to see how far we'll get with it, to be honest. Maybe we'll get further than Albuquerque. So we are really close to the border crossing. Maybe 3 minutes in the car, so I imagine this will be really good. Now this is a good meal. Look at this. Wow. Very good. Just in the town centre now. And El Paso's crime rate is 22% less than the US national average, which is really good. It's a very safe place. Over there, that's the border to Mexico. You've got the city of Juarez over there, and Juarez, which is, as you can see on this map, is literally, 50 meters from me, is the murder capital of the world. Has the highest homicide rate in the world. Only criminals here are the cats. You don't try and steal that. We're now on our way to Albuquerque from El Paso, but looking at how much fuel we've got left in the tank and how many miles we've got to go, we've got 150 miles. It's not going to be a challenge at all to get to Gus Fring's Los Polos Hermanos chicken shop, which makes me think we need to make this challenge more difficult. Can I get this old, high mileage BMW to give me more than 1,000 miles from one tank of fuel? And that is going to be a challenge, because that is going to be close. But I think it is just about possible. So up ahead in the distance is a border patrol inspection checkpoint.
Are you a citizen?
No, I'm British.
You what?
I'm British.
You have your passport with you?
I do, it's in the back.
Alright.
Would you like to see it?
Bye.
Oh, bye. Okay. Cheers, dude. Thank you. The problem now we're having is Albuquerque is very high up, but it's a lot steeper. So I'm coming across a lot of steep hills, which they are taking a toll on the economy. Okay, so just come off the motorway now. We are in Albuquerque, and here it is, everybody. We've made it. Wow. There it is. So inside it's exactly the same as it was back on the program. And of course there's memorabilia everywhere. Okay, so now I've had dinner, let's have a look at the fuel economy situation, shall we? So we are now below a quarter of a tank, and we've driven 870 miles. Well, initially, when I came up with this video, I thought this would pretty much be where it finishes, because I didn't think we would get any more than 900 miles out of the car. I'm kind of thinking we'll just hop onto Route 66 and see where we get. So I'm just going to go for a very quick look at Walter White's house. I can't come all the way to Albuquerque and see sort of the main protagonist's house. Mr. White's house. Look at all the signs I've had to put out to stop people stopping like me. I'm guessing people stop all the time.
Yeah, like you?
Yeah.
Why?
It was the house in Breaking Bad.
No, it's not. It's a family-owned home. It's my home. It's
What?
not Breaking Bad home.
It was.
No, it's not.
It
It was
was.
filmed at the studio. Go look it up.
Yeah, okay.
Go tell me what my house was. I've owned it for 50 years, fucker.
The fact though that she's owned it for 50 years, you have to expect this. You can't rent your house out to AMC and then be upset. Okay, so we're on the road. We are on Route 66 heading out of Albuquerque. And worrying news. The fuel lights just come on. So the petrol station is 121 miles away. I'm not really sure what else I can do to preserve fuel economy. I don't think going 50 miles an hour will save any, because I think then we'll just down into fifth gear and we're going to lose some momentum for the hills. We'll see. The desert really is picturesque, especially when the sun starts to set. We have to make it to this petrol station. or I'm going to be stuck at the side of this very long road at night. And that looks quite unpleasant. A recovery truck is going to be very expensive and very far away. Come on, BMW, you've got to make it. Shit, what if it doesn't? I don't know what to do. The needle is now on 0. This hill is really something we don't need right now. Come on, car! 23 miles! I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's below 0, and we've still got 17 miles. I'm pretty stressed out, to be honest. I think I've bitten off more I can chew. I'm now regretting going to Walter White's house. It was that trip that put us in this predicament. I didn't think it was going to be this close when I started this video yesterday. 2 miles. And it's no better over here. Yes! Yes! 1,000 miles out of a tank of fuel. Now we need to get to the petrol station. Shit. The fuel needle should not be that low. We've made it. We did it. We're at the petrol station. There's a diesel pump. I'm now in Arizona, home to sand, cacti, and rocks. I'm still in amazement that this rusty 230,000 mile car managed 1,000 miles from one tank of fuel. That's the distance between New York to Daytona Beach or London to Barcelona. I'll now reveal that the car was averaging 71.2 on the whole trip, but at one point was averaging 72.7 miles per gallon. When I filled up, it took 64 litres, which is crazy because the tank is only 63 litres, so I really was running this thing on fumes. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe next time I'll have a proper microphone, but please stay tuned for more shorts, more videos, and for the ultimate adventure from California up to Alaska in the old diesel BMW.